Hey everyone. Sorry, it's been a long day. We've been waiting for the game to actually start. So the game has not released just yet. I am waiting on the release as of currently.
Hey,
I'm gonna make
everyone.
sure the sound is actually working. Sorry, it's been a long day. We've been waiting for the game to actually start.
Sorry about that, Edward. I was not actually on it until now, so any of the
has not
messages you
released
sent, I
just
actually didn't
yet.
see until now. Originally, I thought I was going to do it at 11,
release
but
as
we
of
had to
currently.
change
Make
time
sure
because the
the
game
sound is
had
actually
4 hours away, so we're waiting on that right now.
We've been waiting for the game.
Sorry about that, Edward. I was not actually on it.
It's
until
finally
now,
gone.
so
And while we
any of the
wait for that
messages you
real
sent, I
quick,
actually didn't
since
see
I
until
did
now.
bring
Originally,
up
I thought I was going to do it at 11,
music
but
the
we had
last
to
time,
change
I'm going to
time
give you
because
guys
the
just
game
a
had
sample.
4
I'm
hours
not going to give
away, so
you
we're waiting on that right now.
everything. I'm just going to give you a basic idea
about
of
that,
what's
Edward.
going on
I
with
was
that
not
real
actually
quick.
on
It's
it
finally
until
gone.
now,
And
so
while we
any of the
wait for that
messages you
real
sent, I
quick,
actually didn't
since
see
I
until
did
now.
bring
Originally, I
up
thought I
I hear
was gonna
double
do it at
sound now.
11,
Music
but
the
we had
last
to
time.
change
I'm going to
time
give you
because
guys
the game
just
had
a
4
sample.
hours
I'm
away,
not going to give
so
you.
we're waiting on that.
Okay, I need to stop that end of it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, no more echoes. All right, I think we're good. I want to make sure that my video is running. So, anyway, let me give you just a little bit of a sample of what we're working on. Make sure I've got everything where I want it on this, and I'll give you an idea of what we're doing. So, game's installing right now, and while we do that, this is something that I've been working on. It's going to be just a little bit longer, but give you an idea of it. Just some basic sounds, but I'll let everybody know once it's actually done. It's me and Fizzy are working on this. Let's see. Has it finally... Yes. All right, let's go. All right, time for LIvber. Smoke and mirrors. Let's get everything going. It has been a long week, so I am a little bit out of norm for everything, but let's get this. All right, come on. Or don't show up. You know what? I'm just going to do this the more simple way. There we go. All right, choose my language, English or Turkish. Now, for those who don't know, this is a visual novel, so the paths can vary. Warning, before you fall into the dread of madness, the shadow path of nature steps will lead you here. Before you take another step, make sure your mind is ready. Beyond the strange path that you will encounter blood, thick with stains of sins, limbs torn apart in hatred, suffocating dread of love turned possessive, the ecstatic lust of unbridled desire. If you're still here, then go on, because you already know what awaits beyond. Oh yeah, hey Edward! Glad you're here. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see your message earlier. I expected to stream this at 11. Nope, game didn't release till now. I see her in my dreams. Her in that house on the edge of the cliff. Everything changed after reading that letter. The one bearing her name. My old love, LIvber. 5 years ago on a dark night, they took her from that house, executed her for black alchemy. I was the one who turned her in. But now she's calling me back to the house. She wants to bury me beneath her sins. But how? That's what I'm here to find out. So there are a lot of paths that I can take in here. I don't know all the paths, but I'm going to try to follow whatever path that I get. Act 1. Welcome home, my love. Far past the hook haven, which was woven by the grounded ships of LIvber, a coastal nation in the northwest of Gaia, governed not by the central authority, but by a 5-member council known as the Court of Trade. It is highly advanced in seafaring. There is a whirlwind roaring in the east. You don't see it, you don't hear it, yet you know the power it holds, enough to alter all of Gaia. A womb for the gales to blow out of, but you come here. You wait, standing in the heart of twilight, silently, eyes shut. 5 years later, once again, you stand at the door of the house, a letter clutched in your hand. Raindrops fall on the paper, landing with soft patterns. You grip the letter tightly with both hands, keeping it from being blown away by the wind. Silvery moonlight, trapped beneath the clouds, shimmers across the ink spilled from a woman's hand. You read the lines again, and again, and again. My love, if you are reading these lines, it means there's still something inside of your heart that belongs to me. As I've always done, everything to keep us apart. Everything to keep us apart. I will give birth to our creation in our home, beneath the place we once shared. You must be with me, inside me, because our creation cannot be left undone. Turn back, pass through the dark and complete us. We were always meant to be one, and we can still be, my love. As long as you have the courage, as long as you do not fear, I am waiting for you in the Neverall. Lilith. Lilith is either dead or alive. I'm gonna go with, could this be true? Lilith, is she truly alive? You want it to be true, don't you? You want to hear from Lilith, the woman you left for dead 5 years ago, still lives. You long to feel her love again, yet there's a question that won't let go of your mind. If she truly lives, how much of her is still there? Like a quarter, a 50? The question unanswered keeps growing in your mind. Your gaze drifts into the distance as if the answers might lie out there, but for a moment, the clouds part and the moon's silver light spills across the sea. Each and every shimmer scatters into 1,000 fragments. But you remain still, all of your limbs stiff with waiting, standing before the door of the house perched on the cliff, beaten by the waves. Why here? Why would you have called me here? Where else could it be? This is where you two began. The wooden house on the cliffs by LIvber's shore. This is where you first held each other. Your first night, your first love, and your first lies, all buried here. This two-story hovel raised upon your memories. I could leave, and that might be an ending, but I don't want to leave. I guess I'll never escape my memories, can I? They'll find me in the end. Unfortunately, you would think your memories reside in your mind. Most do, but in truth, they're fragments. Bits flaking off of the world around you, carried by the wind, the rain, the sun, and the pale moonlight. They slowly gather around you. They mix with the air you breathe. They seep into your body and carry you somewhere else. Truly carry you. They keep doing it until you're convinced you've moved on. Are you saying I've never really left this place? These questions have no meaning, and neither do the answers. But in time, they will. You should not stay out in the rain any longer. Yeah, let's just open the door, like... Oh, a kitty! Just as your hand reaches the doors, you hear Yell's voice from beyond the threshold. The winged Baker Cootie, born from the third clash between light and dark within the cosmic Neverall, these tainted life forms range from feral beasts to those capable of forming packs with Homan and living in guilds among their own kind. Kind of reminds me of those creatures in Golden Compass, who never truly leaves you and never truly belongs to you. Her white fur gloves as if soaked in light, not rain. She spreads her wings and leaps swiftly towards you, landing at your feet. She shakes droplets on her coat. Then she sits back on her hind legs, head tilted, amber eyes, watching you with curiosity. Do you know what's waiting for me, my friend? Oh, that didn't sound like a good wait. Yell gently brushes her head against your feet, then she stops before the door. She looks up at it. With soft strokes, she traces the door frame with her paws. Then she turns her amber eyes to you. Well then, I hope you'll still be here when I return, my friend. If I return. The wind falls silent for a moment. You hear waves of the sea easing in the distance. Far, far away, the flash of lightning strikes blind you. But the thunder, it never reaches your ears. The raindrops hang weightless in midair. Yell glances at you one last time and spreads her wings, then leaps into the shadows between the rocks. Your fate embraces you. The door creaks open, but even you don't know what it is you hope to see, do you? Your guilt has chased you all the way here, and at last your sins have caught you. I'm ready to face my past. No, you wish you were. As you crack the door open, the air brushes against your face, stale and musty. The sweetness of tall-lit flowers mixes with the scent of something burned. It pulls you back to that festival day, to the moment you first met Lilith. And then you see her, standing beneath the dim light like she's been torn from the heart of this house. You lose your breath. A chill crawls up your spine and you freeze. It takes you a moment to realize your knees are trembling, whether from fear or excitement. You can't tell. A whisper slips from your lips. Lilith. She doesn't see you. Bent slightly over the table, trying to light the candle just as you remember. Lilith. The ghost of your past. Your greatest lie and sin. Lilith! Baby! You're real alive! I should have done a better job. Your voice comes out weaker than you expected. Its trembling echo bounces off the rotting wood, and another lifeless question slips your lips. How? The festival night, a warm breeze carries the city's aroma far away. You two slip away from the crowded streets. The early black crimson glow wraps Lilith's hair like a fiercey halo. The noise of celebration fades behind you. Right there, you hand Lilith a bouquet of white-talent flowers. She looks deep into your eyes and she smiles, tossing her hair back. She asks the same question. White-talent flowers. How did you find these? Well, they're overflowed from my love for you. They came out of my anus for you. I pulled them right out, just like a magic magician. Like the dark magician. A beautiful lie, told so well, even you believed it yourself. My love. She looks at you as if about to say something. A pained smile touches her lips. The silence hangs between you. You finally come. 5 years later, how could you write this letter? With my love, of course. With my love I hold for you. Each letter carried my blood. Don't pretend you didn't feel it. You knew. I whispered every word to you before, my love. What I hear now is not what I heard back then. I know better now. I know what you did. A pained smile appears on her face. My love for you never ended. But it's good you're listening now, because I have so much to tell you. Tonight, I'll talk about the things left unsaid when you abandoned me to death. Come, sit. The candle flame flickers on the table. Lilith's smile widens. It stretches into a grin, baring all of her teeth. You think you see something squirming beneath the shadow of her face, but a moment passes quickly by. I feel like she's a demon. I don't remember from the demo, though. No. I will not sit before you give me the answer. Lilith slowly approaches. You now see her eyes more clearly than ever. Something rifts beneath her gaze. Her gaze. Her body leans towards you, getting closer. You feel the sweet aroma rising beneath her skin. From her skin. Her warm breath brushes against you. I'd be pretty creeped out. Like, 5 years she's supposed to be dead and you just magically find her again? Like, oh my god, that's a scary thought. My love, do you truly not recognize me? This is a game. All of it. It has been an illusion. An illusion? Her smile spreads across her face. If only it were, my love, then perhaps I'd wake up in the night you left me. But here you are. So, shall we eat? I don't trust this. I really put work in to make tonight perfect. I wanted certain things to be flawless for our reunion. After you left me to rot, it's been... She pauses for a moment. Looks out the window where the moonlight falls. You thought I had died. I told you. I know you did. After I made you that offer, after I told you that we had become one, our souls, my love. We had to piece our souls together and bind them with that alchemy ritual. I'm expecting you to pay the price for your madness. Or maybe I should have said yes that night. You know, maybe I should have said yes that night. Maybe we should have become one. Perhaps everything was already fractured and I was just ignoring it. You ignore it so much, like my love for you. But you're right about one thing. My love, truly, everything truly was broken that night. You watched them take me. You betrayed me. Reported me when I spoke of the dark alchemy ritual, when I spoke of the glory that would reunite our souls, crown our love. I really want to know what they tried to do. They tried to make out a homunculus? You watched my blood spill, my screams drowned, watched me disappear beneath the black water, and then you simply moved on, ignored my annihilation. I'm gonna remain silent here. I'm gonna plead the fifth here.
The woman's hand holding the fork trembles. She turns towards you. Her face darkens with hatred, fury, and something so dark I can't even name. Her skin ripples as if tiny creatures are crawling beneath, but you can't be sure if it's real or just a trick of the flickering candlelight. Then, as suddenly as it appears, the moment passes. Lil slowly leans back. Suppose I owe you this much. Tonight, you'll repay your debt. Oh, that's not good. By remembering, confronting, just like me. Love doesn't exist only in happiness. True love, my love, embraces pain as well. Far away, something squirms beneath the green dark waters, beneath the dark, beneath LIvber, the place you've called home. Something stirs and rises, not with rage or hatred, but with a curiosity that's eerily human for something so inhuman. A curiosity as natural as a child tearing open a toy. And now, from LIvber's filth-ridden waters, it rises towards you. Your madness will break us both. It already has, my love. Just like those paintings you love so much. It is not my madness. No. It's your cowardice. Nothing more than a diseased reflection of faded memories in your mind, like this place, like me, like you. Well, I got a Yonori queen, that's for sure. Go on, eat porch meat. A sacred animal in Cardidia, known to live in herds. They have long manes and specialized pincers used for communication, strongly driven by a sense of belonging. They bond only with certain homen. When threatened, they secrete a toxic chemical. So do I. I cooked it, just like you liked it. It wasn't easy, but not slowly from your tongue. When the fat coats the roof of your mouth and slips beneath your tongue, you will taste the herbs. God! Porch meat! You completely lost it! After the festival where we met, the first night when you told me you loved me, we saw the porch. Oh my God, she killed a horse! Remember? It was magnificent. You remember, don't you, my love? Afterwards, we went to eat something. I couldn't stop thinking about it. You were mesmerized by that creature. You kept on about how beautiful it was, how bright its mane shone, how proudly it soared. Did you really think I could tolerate that, my love? Well, I better not love anything else. First night we met, we didn't even eat anything, Lilith. No! She slams her hands on the table, leaning forward. Her face contorts with rage, her eyes burning and blinking, pouring into you, burning with intensity. No. That's exactly what we ate. You told me how much you loved me. We would never be apart. Do you remember what else we did? I said it doesn't matter if you came from a different class. That's what you said, isn't it? I remember how your mother looked at me the first time we met. Like I was a disgusting insect or worse. Bacteria. Born from the third class between light and dark within the cosmic never-all, these tainted life forms range from terrible. Oh yeah, those people. Yeah, so she thought she thought that Lilith was a demon. I mean, with a name like Lilith, I mean, come on here. Come on now. If someone wasn't born a noble in Cardia, I was nothing to her. And you didn't stand by me. Your gaze shifts downwards. You realize she's not slicing the meat on her plate, but pressing the blade against her own forefinger with all of her strength, blood mixing with the meat. Oh my God! Lilith, your thumb, what are you doing? My love, it's so sweet of you to worry about me. This is a flesh wound. It's a moment of distraction, that's all. When you're here, everything else disappears. All my worries, my fears, my pain. This is the price of loving you. She quickly wraps her thumb in the strap of parchment that had fallen to the floor. For a moment she stares at the parchment blade, watching the blood pool over the meat. Then she stabs her fork into the meat and lifts to her mouth. her eyes closed as she chews, as if savoring something so profound. Yes, I too like the taste of my own blood at night. You cut yourself so deeply. How could you be so careless, Lilith? Really, we're worried about that right now? She comes back to us after 5 years, demanding that she's going to make us repay our debt, and we're worried about her cutting her finger right now. I'm pretty sure she's a demon, okay? I don't think that cutting her finger is doing anything. She probably got off on that, you know? You know what? Whatever. Are you okay? Her vacant eyes blink, and find yours. What did you say? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just fine. It's just... I never told you how my mother died, did you? She was addicted to doping, an alchemical substance that induces happiness but carries a high risk of addiction. So it's kind of like that alchemy. What is that? I'm trying to remember. There was this anime about this drug that made you like super happy, but then everybody was dying. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Kind of like that, it seems. Some said she was obsessed, but I never wanted to believe that. I must have been 7 when she had her final episode. Her stash was all empty. She thought she could drink what remained of her own blood. When they found her, she drowned herself. Tragic! Though I used to think it was funny. But now I understand why she did it. Wait a second, you thought it was funny that your mother drowned in her own blood? Let's recap on that. She thought it was funny that her mother drowned in her own blood. What? She nods. The candle flickers. Rain flashes against the window. You listen to the soft patter of every drop echoes in your ear. His breath mingles with yours. Slowly, she circles around you and slips into the darkness. The woman watches you unblinkingly. She waits, impatient for you to eat. I'll try for Lilith's sake. As you sink your fork into the meat on your plate, you realize your hands are trembling. The portion of meat still seems to be writhing. Oh my god. The air grows heavier and heavier. You reach for the knife beside you and try to cut it, but for a moment a thick, viscous fluid oozes out from inside the meat. Your stomach turns. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I put my love into it. She put her blood into it. Got it. Her eyes locked into you, waiting for your reaction. I don't know if I want to eat any more of that. You're hungry, my love. Did you think I didn't see that? You're starving for love, for affection, for tenderness, for unity. Everything is right here in front of us. Your memories, your drawings, your draw paper yourself. These bodies of ours. This house. We have to go beyond it all. You need to eat, my love. Stab the fork into the meat and put it in your mouth. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. You're chewing something sweet and soft. It's cool, even blissful for a moment. You feel calm, as though everything is truly okay. But then the meat feels that it's sprouting thorns and pain blooms across every part of your mouth. What you're crushing between your teeth hardens, forming a crust. It burns, it cuts, it moves. You twist into something alive, breathing as if its final breath right there, inside your mouth. A sex-slithering thing coils beneath your tongue, along with your palate. I'm pretty sure it was not a horse. I'm pretty sure I just ate a demon. I'm gonna spit that out. I'm gonna spit it out. Don't get mad at me. You lean down and spit. Tears well in your eyes, but the burning taste of meat clings to your mouth. Blood! Metal! Mold! Ew! Is this a wonderly? On the floor lies a brown, half-chewed piece of meat. Slick with your saliva. It doesn't move. I knew it. That's how much you value my love, isn't it? You'll just spit it out. Everything I've done for you. Won't you? Tell me. She leans towards you from across the table. Her voice moves tender. Tell me, my love. Is it enough for you? Maybe another piece. A new one. One prepared with even greater love. Love. Love like Undertale. Love. No, Lilith, I don't want another one. I'm sorry. You think you have a choice? In the end, the union will reach. Stands above everything. My love. Just like our creation. You can't force me into anything, Lilith. It's creation or whatever it is. This is one of your games. I would never force you to do anything, my love. We're two halves of the same being. But deep down, you know it too. We both need this. I'm interested in why, though. She's right. Even as your body protests, somewhere in your heart, you feel that sweet thrill at the thought of creating something, whatever that creation might be. Yet you know it's impossible for you to create anything with Lilith, and that's exactly why it's so crucial you see what she's trying to show you. What have you done, Lilith? The thing you dreamed of, that you never dare of. The grand unification. The crystal path that will take us beyond Neverall. The true meaning of being together, my love. Oh, my love. I can't wait to go to Neverall. The rain pounds harder against the windows. A flash of lightning briefly illuminates the paintings hanging on the walls. Each one looks as if freshly painted, dampened, listened. Your gaze drifts to the board of meat from the table. The bloody flesh seems squirming ever so slightly. It's not too late for everything now, isn't it? Wait, I guess it's too late for everything now. A warm smile spreads across her face. Crispy. It's the same smile she wore years ago, the very first time you saw her at the festival, and at that moment she reaches her hand out towards you. Alright, yeah, I'll take her hand. You hesitate, but in the end you extend your hand. The instant your fingers touch hers, a chill so deep makes you shudder in every inch of your body. In rush once filled with love, something else now resides. She pulls her hand back to help you stand. Your body obeys Lilith. Against your will, you rise to your feet. Come, my love. You're really here. It all began with the rain, and it will end in the rain. Don't worry. Everything will unfold exactly as it should. Let me lead you to that threshold you once knew on the straw paper, but we're always meant to cross. The ancient lock on the basement door clanks open. Then comes the creak of a thick wooden hinges. As you crack the door open, a rush of cold, damp air hits your face. With it, a vile stench of things that should have died long ago. I better look at her. As you step across the threshold, you dance at Lilith. You glance at Lilith. The woman's crazed eyes look as if they're about to burst from her skull. As she stares back at you, her skin cracks open, peeling away a pus-soaked texture. You reflectively try to recoil, and the darkness wraps its hands around you, and I fall. Odi et intelligio, querid famsim, votaser quis, nasio saphiri sentio de bitusum. That's the best I can do with Latin. Act 2, echoes deep beneath, or deep within. In the dark, you pause for a moment. Your mind strains to grasp what it is. Lilith, food, creation? The dust creaks of boards mingles with your hurried breath beneath your feet, stairs descending. Lilith's creation, was it herself? I don't know, I'm not sure what Lilith's creation is. The basement might have wait. You know what? Let's examine our surroundings. Where am I? When the basement door closed, you felt yourself pulled into the void. Now beneath your feet, wooden steps leading down the basement. I could find a way out through the basement. Once the sunlight morning on the first Skirdat, the time cycle marking the 3-year period of Gaia, divided into early, mid, and late Skirdat phases based on LIvber. Wow! 3-year cycle. That's insane. You saw Lel descend these very basement stairs. You followed after, finding her scratching at the hollow in the corner. When you drew near, you saw it was a hatch opened outwards, old, broken, hinges rusted. When Lilith saw it, she grew fearful. Could I use this hatch? You could try. In the end, do you have any other choice? Well, do I remember what it looked like? Yes. A hatch made of wood, round, went among the stones of the wall, plastered with mud. You hardly noticed it before or after. I don't know what lurks in the basement. I should go back and return to the house, or I should try to use it. Let's try to use it. I could use it to get out. The wooden steps groan beneath their tread. Their cries, like the house itself, bitter shrieks. From unseen depths rise a heavy moan, the stink of mold and damp. One step, another, you go down. This is getting interesting. You rise from the dark as the basement stairs sink into the abysmal silence. Your steps find solid ground. Old memories. You remember the rooms beneath this house you once shared with Lilith, but everything else. This place feels unfamiliar. Lilith, her dread still fresh, sharp, and ripe. Crystals growing beneath the stones and the walls cast a faint pale light. You lift your head, you see two doors standing tall in the wall ahead. Well, one door is bright, one door is not. I feel like we need to examine. Gods, I don't recognize this place. Where am I? As your eyes adjust to the crystal pale glow, you survey the chamber. The stone walls drip with dampness, cloaked in moss. When you listen closely, you hear the crash of waves hammering the cliffside beyond. Knowing a world still welts aside grants you a fleeting comfort. Before the walls where the crystal is embedded, a rotten wooden table leans into decay. On it rests a broken flame, coated in dust. On the floor, a melted candle and blood-stained, shredded journal. Let's check it. You step among the scattered parchment and torn pages, reaching for the journal fragment besides the candle. It trembles in your grasp. You open it carefully. The bloodied script is unmistakable. Lilith's hand. Most of it unreadable, but in the final pages you can make sense of some of the hastily scrawled words. Close. I'm shaping her. She will be complete. Is there any other way? No. It will be perfect. We will be complete. Together we will be complete with him. What other twisted lunacies did you carve into these pages? Words are not enough. I need something deeper, more physical. Here in the basement of the house we once shared, I've hidden something of his. While he wanders the house, he suffers his greatest regret in its deepest place. Should I tell him that she's not dead? The journal has been scratched, gouged, and bloodied, as though Lilith needed to make her devotion visible. No matter how hard you try, there's a little bit more gleaned from the crumbling pages. You let the journal fall. The air grows heavier. Your ears begin to ring. What else are you hiding in this room, Lilith? Despite the weight of the skull, you stagger to the table, lift the broken frame. Beneath the dust is a picture you once drew, but the figure in the portrait has been fiercely defaced, ringed with the mad scrawl. Yeah, that's not good. Bodies. You must get rid of the bodies of them, of everything, of all that fails to unite us. Even you, my love. My love. My love. Oh, crap. She wants to kill me. Yeah, I'm gonna put that back. In that moment, a voice rises from the depths of your mind. We must be free of everything, even you. You place the frame down as the weight in your mind grows heavier. You hear the basement door creak opens, the far end of the stairs. I need to get out of here. I have to find a path to the cellar door, fast! Push aside the books, scatter parchments and the broken wood within your foot. And step closer to the door. To the left is an iron door rusted with the weight of years upon its symbol, old and long since stripped of meaning. The other door is heavy, made of damp wood. It creaks faintly as though breathing. I feel like we should take the door. Well, the door that's not open, unlikely Lilith's been there, so I feel like that might be the way to go. I hope I made the right choice. When you open the door, a sour stench of sweat and rot greets you. Fearing Lilith might be following you, slip inside and shut the door quickly behind you. You look around like the room before. This one, too, is shrouded in an eerie halo of blue light cast by the crystal embedded in the wall. The air quivers with anticipation, and then a voice. Do you remember me? Who are you? Who am I? I mean, I don't remember who I was. What I am. I know. When you turn around towards the voice, you see a young woman standing motionless in the corner of the room, her skin clinging to the bone, tightly to the bone. If not for her eyes bright and piercing deep into your soul under the pale light, you might have mistaken her for a silhouette of a statue. But then she tilts her head just slightly, and in that moment you can see more clearly. There's something in the woman's eyes, something you once knew, something you once loved. Wait a bit, I know you. At last! She remade me, and is that to finish? Who did, Lilith? Shh, don't say it. If you say her name, she'll come. The young woman, hearing Lilith's name, presses herself against the wall. She pulls her shoulders tight inward, eyes fixed on the door behind you as she speaks. I had to be good. I mean, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I had to be. Yes. What? Then she pulls back. The crystal light shows her more clearly. A scar beneath her neck runs forward past her ears, reaching up to her hair roots. Oh. She's Sally. The skin on her face pulled taut as if the cuts and stitched back together along those marks. The fingers she wrapped around her arms are thin and long as filed down, extended, and altered. The woman before you looks like someone who has been worked on endlessly, reshaped piece by piece since childhood. How could she do this? The young woman looked at you from where she had crouched down by the wall for a moment. The twisted smile on her face reminded you of Lilith. For you. To create you. And of course. To love you. I loved her. For who are you? Wait. But my lady told me. If I stay pretty, I'd always be loved. That's what she said. She said. The young woman hesitated for a moment. She tries to furrow her brow, but the skin stretched over her face won't let her. But I got to be pretty, didn't I? Fit to a tree? What? She tilts her head back and looks at you. The sharpness of her chin casts an unsettling shadow in the darkness. You wait! As if you try to make sense of it all, you feel the heaviness in your ears. The walls closing in around your body seem to be rising higher and higher. The wooden floor creaks beneath your feet. The young woman, you, both waiting. A brown-sided ship sails over the horizon, moving with the sunrise. At least that's how you remember it. Breathless, you arrive at the harbor. On the deck, a figure with dark features stands, waiting. Who is that man? You know who he is. Then the silhouette fades, his face grows greater. Your father walked away, filled with hatred. He leaves, never to return. He believes your hands are stained with your mother's blood. You watch his lips more, though it's impossible to hear him from here. Somehow you hear every word. Wait, what? I know what he's talking about. He's wrong. I didn't kill her. You shouldn't find yourself using that word so many times. You know that, right? You've become what you are meant to be, child. Some things, but some exist only for others' dreams. They're hollowed out, carved empty as if the wind blows through them and they play a single melody. Pain. Back then you couldn't grasp the meaning of this. Do you understand what it really means? Maybe? So, which one of you do you think is hollow inside, groaning with pain and endless delirium? I feel like we're both hollow inside, but probably me. Still think this story is for you, don't you? Nice try. What do you mean? I'm the hero of the story. The story isn't for you, it's about you. You're a tale to be told to those who come after. Some will turn you into a children's story, and perhaps say of you, a star fell in the sea and became a pearl, lost forever to the ocean's floor. Don't be sad. Perhaps it's a good thing. Look, the fabric of reality is already beginning to melt away. You find yourself once more in an airless room. Her face is deformed beyond recognition. Her body grossly altered. Still, she waits for an answer. Gods, what happened to you? What happened? Beautiful I've become. Beauty, beauty, beautiful. Just the way you wanted. My lady said so. That's why she made me this way. To love, to be beautiful, 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 beautiful. It wasn't about being beautiful, not. It never was about that. You were enough. But what makes you think otherwise is wrong. You say these things became her. You try to reach deeper, not the poisonous persona love has etched into her dead for decades. But one she truly once was. The young woman looks towards you with tearful eyes and slowly reaches for the words she speaks. A long time ago, there was white, flowery place. There were waves, whoosh. The cloudy eyes turn toward you, then catch the light slipping through the door behind. Yes, my mother. She readed me sometimes like this. She gestured, if writing something. A book? Ah, yes. My lady told me if I'm good one day, my mother might read my book again. She leans her body against the wall, her face, hands hang limply from her side. Her face fixed on you with a blank expression. But I think that the time will never come because you will never love me. Well, could be a sad song. It's enough. I need to get you out of here. Wait, do you want your mother to read you that book again? Yes, my lady told me. Wait, no, I'm past that. She nods. I need to get out of here. Suddenly, she opens her eyes wide, collapsing to the wall she was leaning against, covering her ears with her hands. Get out! No! It won't happen! The lady will find me! I can't go. I'm here. I'll stay here. I'll wait for you. You said you don't love me. You'll come. You love me. Listen, you have to escape. Do you understand me? She's using you. Do you know the way? There has to be a cellar door around here that leads outside. She doesn't understand the words you say. With her hand over her ears, she constantly stares at you, her lips moving. I'm here. I'll stay here. I'll wait for you. You'll love me. She says so. You can escape. Do you understand? I'll stay here. You love me. You love me. Love me. She no longer hears you. Curled up against the wall, hands over her ears, this hollow shell just rocks back and forth, murmuring that she's never going to come back. That you'll come back. That one day you'll love her. That's pretty sad. The chain wrapped around her neck, drawn so tight, no one could ever free her from this place. Why is she down there? So they'll have put her down there, yes, we know that, and they'll say she would be pretty and that she could be loved. But, God, just to be, like, so in love that you're willing to die for her, basically. That's essentially what she did. That's just, God. It's beautiful and horrible at the same time. There might be something in this room that can help me. Moisture and moss covered in the walls. In the left corner of the room lies a bed, a sheet stained with blood, urine, and pus. On top sits a cloth doll. The floor decayed, scored, and battered as though someone had dragged things, slammed them down. Against the wall before you rests a rusted metal table, its surface scattered with shards of broken mirrors. In front of it, a chair collapsed, its legs bent. Brown stains coated thoroughly. You can hardly guess what color it originally was. Is that ragdoll yours? I'll stay here. You'll come back. You'll come back. You'll love me. You'll love me. Oh. The doll's in shambles, stained with the black botches. Her eyes long since gouged out. One arm dangles loose. Its fabric looks as if it's been torn apart and stitched back together. Again and again in different places. The padding that once gave its head shape has been entirely removed. Batches of mismatched clothes are sewn haphazardly across his body. Lying lifelessly on the bed, the ragdoll is a reflection, a cruel replica of the woman murmuring to herself by the wall. Maybe it belongs to you. Maybe it belongs to you. You'll love me. Come back. Oh. Her eyes turned to you in that brief moment as her trembling hands take the doll, murmuring stops. You could feel she wants to thank you, but it seems she's forgot how to say those words a long, long time ago. Oh, I feel so bad for her. I can only smile and nod, though. You turn your gaze back to the room. Under the crystal's glow, the metal table shimmers faintly. On the far wall, two doors catch your eye. Like the moss-covered walls around them are tingling with unsettling shades of green. There might be something interesting on this table. Glass! Broken glass. As you move closer, you realize the glimmer you saw did not come to the table. From the mirror shard scattered across it, the shard's rightful place is the frame hanging on the wall. In the blue light, your gaze turns to the frame, whose edges are carved out with meticulous care. Almost as if ready to move, its glass had once been held together, but burst outward from the center as though something inside it tried to break free. In the lower corner of the table lies dried, bloody fingerprints. I can only guess. Is there anything in the mirror that catches my attention, though? You step closer to examine the mirror. The shards scattered across the table floor, stained with blood, reflecting the dozens of twisted, warped, and deformed versions of yourself. They stare back at you with disgust, as if they're loving the fact that you bear your face from the mirror's silver side. You feel ashamed of being yourself, of having this face. Fear makes you step back. There's no reflection here. I just want to see. You leave the broken shards where they are and turn back to examine the room. This hatred is soaked into every corner. I think this must have been everywhere. I can just see here. Time to move on and find a way out. One looks old at first glance. Its wood is dark and brown, faded into the gray places, tracked and mildewed with time. There's no visible handle, only the notch in the frame, worn smooth not by force but by habit. The other is newer by comparison, but not some kind of new. More like something rotten, polished up, and presented as good as new. The landlord special. Its wood is pale, grainless, and unnatural. In the center sits a silver knob. The other is newer by comparison. Give me a moment. But not like the honest kind of new. Something more rotten has been polished and presented as good as new. Its wood is pale, grainless, and unnatural. Silver knob placed squarely in its center. I'm going to touch the old door. You slip your hand into the gap and push. The surface isn't warm. Not exactly cold either. Stagnant. It reminds you of the moment a body began to cool, the remnant of a life lived then abandoned. Your fingertips catch lightly on the splinters of the wood. As a child, you used to run your hands over the boxes like this while hiding beneath your mother's alchemy table. A life long before your mother's death, long before the responsibility for it. Long before. At first glance, it seems cold in an empty room. On the damp walls, the light seeping through the half-open doors, glimmering with scattered pearls. The dust woken from the endless sleep whirls frantically around you. Then you see them, painted and canvases, thrown into the corner, torn, ripped, and shattered. Great hatred has turned every one of them into a wreckage of the massacre. The room opened to a corridor without a door. These paintings must belong to Lilith, don't they? Do you recognize them? Your brushstrokes, your hand, your colors. Faces yellowed, scrapped away, left unrecognizable, every one of them both foreign of you. Of course, how could it be? Portrait the face carved out. You enter the door, caught in the light. You lift a portrait from the floor. A woman's face clawed away and finally torn is her neck. Once the necklace covers. Above the necklace stones, you once brought Liv and Kardai. I already know where that is, so I better keep moving. Leaving everything behind feels like the only right choice. Love madness is seeped into every corner of the room. You move slowly towards the door at the end of the corridor. Blood roars in your ears as you push the door slightly open. This must be where you find the cellar hatch. The door opens without resistance. Inside, it's a little brighter. Metal tables are scattered across the room, each layered with dried blood. On the floor, small pools of urine and pus mingles with the damp stone, releasing an unbearable stench. In the midst of all of it, hang bodies on chains from the ceiling, rotten, hollowed out, left on hooks to be forgotten. Ooh, who would disturb my century keen? Who would disturb my century-long slumber? What sounds of it scraping out of the throat that shouldn't be alive? Who's talking? I'm over here, come closer. Don't bite. Well, I'm kidding. Of course I'd bite. But right now, that is not really an option. I'm a bit tied up, you see. The thing before you is a body without a... Oh, my God. Ah! Its arms chained to the ceiling, a hook driven through the shoulders, its head lolling to its left shoulder, watches with curiosity. It doesn't take long to notice that one of its eye sockets is empty. I didn't even notice that. You, how can you talk? I guess it's because I'm the one meant to talk. Others are. He gestures vaguely towards the other bodies hanging from the hooks. The chains clink and rattle and with motion, not exactly the chatty types, sadly, so all the blabbing left to me, but I owe my life to the steed. You don't seem to be all that surprised by this, Stevie. No one ever is. Surprised? Don't think I could have managed that even if I wanted to. Golden hair. Size. I see you walking down here every night, right there, standing at the threshold of the open door. You left pieces of yourself in this place. Look at the wall, you'll see the marking made with your nails. He struggles to raise his brows, pointing towards the far wall. Against the far wall, a corpse rests with its head slumped against the bloodstained stones. With every faint gust of wind, its source unknown, the body swayed so slightly it moves its head slowly scraped against the wall. Every time. I don't understand. What are you? What am I? Well, first off, rude! And, well, since that question seems to follow who I am, I suppose the simple answer is I'm a dead man hanging from a chain. I can see that. Of course, I'm not questioning your power of observation, but asking a dead man what he is, like, don't you think that's a bit odd to begin with? Look, I'd love to stand here and have a long conversation about what you are, or who you are, or when you are, but I need to get out of here. There should be a cellar door nearby. Where is it? If this room is what you seek past, then answer me riddles first. No. For class. No riddles. Cellar is not here, golden boy. It's that way. His left hand shifts, the chains clink to rattle each other. Mind the doors, they have a reputation for taking you where you don't want to go. Okay. You begin moving towards the direction the corpse pointed. As the air around you shift, you feel your coat lift slightly at the edges. The chant of chains echoed. From within the shadow, dozens of dead bodies stir in their endless sleep, softly groaning in unison. Do you think you'll find that cellar door going, boy? You still don't get it, do you? This place, it's the bottom of the pit you sunk into. Even if you haven't seen it yet, you're falling fast. Let me tell you, when you finally hit rock bottom, it's gonna hurt like hell. How long has it been since I've been like this? Let's see, I think it was after you believed your mother had died, before your father blamed you, and let his last breath fade into the ocean. Long after you sent those to your death and still tried to live on. Way after that. Come closer, I want to show you something. Okay. Alright then, here we go. Hold on to your palms. A little more. Yes. Do not! Really hate this part. As you stand directly in front of the corpse, the stench becomes almost unbearable. Inside his empty eye socket, you catch a faint glimmer of something shimmering. His body starts to retch and convulse. He grips his chain tightly as something thick rises up his throat, and at last the dark reddish fluid oozes from his mouth as he vomits into your outstretched hand. That right there, just big no. I swear, if someone vomited in my hand, no questions. A mouthful of thick, warm bile fills your open palm, but within that heavy heat, there's something else. Damn. Give me a second to catch my breath. It's never easy coughing up things little stuff inside me. Here you go, going boy. Pretty sure this belongs to you. What's that? A crystal. Unformed, still translucent. Something you once said you truly believed. Once said when you truly believed. A memory, your greatest joy and your greatest lie. That feeling clung onto those. She took it and turned it into a ritual, shaped it and made it into something else. What memory is that? You watched as the corpse beneath slows, the single eye sunken into the skull. Begins to dim, fading slowly. A faint, genuine smile forms across his face. He can no longer speak. As you wipe your hand clean, the round, translucent crystal is revealed. Veins pulse from across the surface in his blue energy, throbbing like living tissue. Inside the orb, a vision takes shape. You feel the warm body against yours and the softness of her lips pressing against you. Her fingers threading through her hair, her breath hot and intimidating against your neck. Your body trembles, you're biting, tearing, devouring each other, consuming until nothing remains between you two. And in that moment, you're whole. Truly complete, your bodies dissolve into one another, and you touch the essence of the core of Lilith's being. And then, with your lips pressed against hers, you begin to speak again. I will never let you go, my love. The crystal shatters in the hand, a sharp flash, then thousands of tiny fragments scatter across the room. The corpse before you slips free from its chains, crashing into a pool of ferrid, pus-laced water below. With one last effort, he turns his face towards you. I did the things you couldn't, and how the words are yours problem. Boy, break free from your chains. Unlock them. We'll meet again very soon. The corpse looks at you and the same faint smiles on his face. The silence in the room deepens. Is that what Willis buried inside you? The corpse doesn't answer your question. He just lies there as if peacefully asleep. Well, fine. Well, thanks anyway. As you return to the room, you feel something settle over you, a sense of exploration. The lifeless bodies sewn across the chamber are watching you. On the wall to your right, you see two chamber doors ahead. The first door is sealed with rusted chains that aren't locked properly. I went into that one, the other one, so I'm going to go in this one. Or try to. Let's see if we can open it. Can I open it? The rusted hinges wail as the door creaks open. In the shadows of the chamber beyond, you feel something waiting for you. A cold head of a sweat trails from your nape down to your neck. The light pierced behind you is weak, yet just strong enough to pierce through the smothering dark. But this pale glow only shows you what you were never meant to be or see. And then, that moment, your foot sinks into something soft, yet threaded with something hard. You do not want to turn your head. Believe me, you do not want to see what rivs beneath your step. Fine, I guess let's go back. Let's try the other door. You get back, but there's no door. It was never a door to begin with. You're going to Lulu. You've lost your mind. Where does the door I entered this room through, though? One is left ajar with a light seeping through the crack? No. No, there was never such a door. You've always been there, remember? But the door you seek awaits there. Look, lit by the crystals instead of the wall at the far side of the chamber. So careful. Oh, wait a second. That's not how it was. I didn't come here from there. I entered through the door behind me. It's the door that should be behind me. I am narrating this story here. Now be still. To end this, you must continue. Take me back. Listen to me, you piece of meat. I'm the only one keeping you in a piss stinking house. The one who stopped you from curling up like a fetus in madness. Alright? Now, use your fucking brain and get to the door! Alright, I'm not gonna do this because you say so. I'm doing this because I want to get out of here. Yes, very good. You carefully make noise throughout the dead bodies. None of them are in any sense rise to grab you, but you're not allowed to take that risk. Take that risk. Step by step, you draw closer to the door. With each step comes closer. Step by step, you draw closer to the door. With each step comes closer. A little nearer. You can't see a thing. Doesn't matter. You don't need to see. There's nothing here, but it can't be hurt. It can hurt you now. Just a handful of bloated corpses. Simply do as I say. Stop blinking. Step a little more towards the left. I must reach the door. I must get out of here. Exactly. Keep breathing. There's nothing rubbing against your feet or grabbing you by the ankle. Don't look down, though. And something is there. A woman, a very old woman. Golden hair streaked with gray, tied in a bun at the back of her head. As a heart bursts into the wall, she stirs something inside a glass bowl. She doesn't seem to notice you. Alright, let's try to sneak by. You step inside carefully and quietly. The old woman hunches back. Her hunched back is turned towards you. From the counter, just to the left of the hearth, she takes some powder and adds the mixture. A hiss rises from the glass bowl. The woman waits, then lets out a sigh. What's she trying to do? Some ingredients, some kind of mixture judging from the ingredients. Advanced alchemical formulas. Vials of Newton dopamine sit on the counter, but the real answer isn't on the counter. Look at the floor. Give me a moment. I need a drink. I hope this is an alchemy. Love believed. I hope this is in the alchemy. Love, but I believe would bind our souls. I can't tell. Even for you, this advanced alchemical formula might be able to see what the woman is stirring. You could figure it out. Her hand reaching for the powder at her side halts in midair. The image of her hunchback slowly drifts away from her face. A warm smile gently across it. The dark circles in her eyes and the wrinkles reveal her age. Ah, my guest. Welcome home, young man. My name is Leja. Forgive me, no one comes here for a very long time. Come here, sit. She gestures to the chair in front of the wooden table. Thank you. You must be tired. I'm sure it's been a long journey for you. As you let go of the tension your muscles have felt for so long, you feel the ache rising from your calves. In this moment, the room filled with familiar scents, you realize for the first time just how exhausted you are. You are tired, albeit truly tired, but you have no time to rest. Don't forget why we came here. You aren't searching for the cellar hatch. The way to freedom is what I'm searching for. I am definitely tired. You can rest here, darling, for as long as you like. Are you an alchemist? She lifts her gaze from the papers for a moment. Yes, I used to be. Used to? She turns to the hearth, pouring up blue powder she warmed up over the flame in a vessel. I had an accident a long time ago. My laboratory burned. We could end the conversation here. Don't ask how accidents happen. Yeah. That didn't stop you from working? Yes, it didn't. I can't say I carried it of my own will. What do you mean? A magic accident. My 7-year-old son was playing with a mixture I was working on, and to him it must have been a game. She was the vial of blue liquid from her back that's the light through. I suppose he thought he could do alchemy better than I could, or maybe he simply thought he'd be fun to mix the colorful liquids. Who knows? Ooh, this feels familiar. When I entered the room, he was at the mixture. I scolded him a little and he went off to bed. I never suspected they might have tossed him into it. He kept working. When the laboratory exploded, I could smell my own burning flesh. A liquid dextrose and feet, when combined at high temperatures, it triggered a sudden violent release of heat. You didn't know that then. That's why I detonated your mother's laboratory. Wait, what? No need to worry, darling. None of this is ever your fault. You don't have to keep living with it going. Gee, you sane. That I should just let it all go, run away, and pretend to be happy as if nothing happened? Now, that's the most sensible thing you've said so far. We need to escape. It's not a bad idea at all. Ask her about the cellar hatch. Heavens, we haven't seen enough death and corpses for one day. Run away? Well, that's what you want. I'm only telling you to lay down the burden on your shoulders. The day that your mother died in the laboratory, it wasn't your fault. Those are kind. Wait, so she blew up my mother's laboratory, but I'm gonna say thank you. Yeah, let's do it. Exactly. Can't let this woman with her familiar sense, her soft voice, and her smiles dig deeper into my mind. Yes, we must not forget our purpose. Don't you mean the door that opens outside? Don't worry, darling. Well then, this way. Yes, you're on the right path. This is what will carry the story forward and keep you within it. You don't want to level here. Leave here. When we get out of here, will I be free again? Of course. The wind, the wave just keeps going. The woman walks towards the wall on your left. She cracked open a hallway cabinet. A warm breeze stirs her hair. You see a single tear roll down her cheek. I hope you can find what you're looking for on the other side, my son. The moment you step into the alchemy chamber, you fall into a void. Warm winds swirl around you, and once again you find yourself wondering if you'll finally hit the ground. Falling again. Is this how it was meant to be? Sedibus un soldom placidi in morte quescam. Act 3, the 65th month. 65th month. Now that you are interrupted, Fall, a metallic taste burns your throat. Blood and rust mingles with the air you breathe. Beneath your hands, there is a damp warmth, as though something has come alive. Where am I? At the beginning of your salvation, of course, the end of things. Do you see it? You climb now. Your nails are crawling towards the rotten boards, and yet beneath them something reaves. In the darkness, there's a pale light flickers. The light will grant you freedom. For the story and for you to awaken, you need to find one final crescendo. You think you are moving forward. You think the story is forced this upon you, but do not despair. It was never about choices. Then what? It was about letting go. Nonsense! I have things to let go. I choose them. You do not understand. You believe to choose, yet slowly, simply, you let go of the path you tread. You do not look ahead. First, you let go of the road stretching behind you. When you climb, you let go of the descent. For your own life, you let go of those, and then you have let go of every other possibility, leaving you with the only option left is the one you merely believe you choose. You don't understand. Letting go is also a choice. But it is not something that you can choose. It is not something that you can point with your finger. It is something only that a finger to become the very thing it points to, not to where reality bends and dissolves into isness. A petty choice, no. It is merely the act of pushing things aside, letting go of what happens to you, beyond you, just outside your conscience. Perhaps I should move. Wait, no. Is everything an illusion? Are choices mere illusion? Still speaking of choices, I tell you, you never choose. You always let go, but you need not feel deceived. You let go of a little suffocating possessiveness, and you did so willingly. Yet, it was never your choice. At each step you pause, brushing the other aside with the back of your hand, it's worse than choosing. Yes, it is dreadfully worse. I understand your fear. You feel as though a wall has been torn from you, as if lies had been whispered in your face, but this is only the other side of the coin. Just as when you killed Lilith, and in doing so, recreated her in perfection, a side you choose not to see, and that's why you make you who you are. Letting every act of letting go shapes your life, proving who you truly are. Perhaps I should just move on. Yes, perhaps. Despite the borders beneath you, you must move forward in that pale light in the darkness. You crawl across the rotting boards that resemble living flesh. The pale light in the darkness grows ever stronger. At last, its edge takes form of an arched doorway. Let's go through let's pass through. As you cross the threshold, your light sears your eyes, and then you find yourself inside the house again. The house where you once waited in the rain at the door, where Lilith insisted you eat, where you believed your memories alone kept standing. But this is not that house. This is the remnants of it. Everything is paler, grayer. The cracked walls have partly collapsed. Their beams jutting out like bones from the broken limb. The window quivers like taut skin. And right before you, upon the table, bathed in a silvery moonlight, lies a body. Round the chair sits 3 figures. Oh, God. A young woman, a corpse cut below the waist, and an old woman. Oh, it's my friends. Hey, everybody! Ah, right on time. Come on then, golden boy, come. We've kept the finest part for you. How did you get down here? Weren't you supposed to be downstairs? Downstairs? What are you babbling? With a feast such as this? Why do we drowse downstairs? Won't you come join us? But just, I left you downstairs, didn't I, mother? What, downstairs? Yeah, we were there. Because you were there. In those rooms, in that darkness, you wandered through your guilt, but now you've come to overcome it, haven't you? It matters not where I am, no more than it matters where I have overcome, or what I've overcome. Ah, don't be so dull, golden boy. You're here now, and that's enough. Even I am here, you see. As the man cuts below the waist, slumped in the chair, struggles to raise his arms, the chain clashed, the weight in the air pressed down upon you. That lady said you'd do us one last favor. Favor? She said she'd take him a love and eat him a rest. All of it, she said. Here, look. You move slowly towards the corpse, gleaming in the moonlight. Your gaze drifts towards her clothes, to her hair, blazing with the fiercest crimson. Lilith. Her body is motionless from the neck down, though her chest and torso run jagged fissures. As if something had torn its way out from within, her face had become frayed, leaving bone festering, flesh exposed. This is the last step of the unification Lilith spoke of. Finally, you said it. Do not fall into the delusion that this is death, my child. It is only merciful release, a sundering filled with love. As you look at Lilith lying on the table, even you can scarcely believe the thought of taking root in your mind. But you've witnessed the scene before, and in your dreams, along the house's rotten boards, those at the table do not look at each other, their eyes fixated on the pieces upon their plate. I don't understand. This never-ending search to the depth of meaning and memory, hasn't it always been what you've pulled you along? The answer you seek waits upon the plates before them. Get closer. Let me look at the woman's plate. What does she have? Your eyes drift to the young one's plate. Upon it lies a thin, bloody strip of skin. Ew! Folded, carefully placed. Seems you never seen me. She pushed the strip of skin towards you. Oh, this is your face, right? I think so. My face, my body changed so much. I don't even know what me anymore. You? How do you know? How do the others know you? With trembling hands, you take the folded skin she offers. It's heavier than you expected and still warm. You slowly unfold it. It resembles a mask peeled from Lilith's face. Empty eye socket stared back at you. I couldn't love you as you were. I'm sorry. The young woman reaches out her hand. Her long skeletal fingers graze yours when you notice her curious gaze to see a strip of skin drooping from her hairline. As though another face lies on top of her own. A kind of mask peeled like the one in your hand, set truly back upon her skin. The lady does not need a palsy. Yours, I do. Now I know you. You step closer as your hand reaches towards the skin of her chin to her hairline. The young woman flinches just for a moment, yet her eyes never leave yours. Her expression remains fixed, although carved into place. Would you like me to find? Doesn't matter anymore. The young woman pulls back. Her expression remains unchanged, but her voice trembles with anger and curiosity. It matters to me right now, does it? Tell me, will you love what you find? No, but then the true you will finally be seen. You see her tense body soften, the lips she had pressed together part slightly. She leans back in the chair and looks you in the eyes. At last, don't stanza, but if you see a face made for you, you have to let go of what's in your hand first. She looks at the loaf lying on the table. I don't think she'll be needing that face. Don't be sure. Everybody needs at least one. Perhaps you're right. She should have a face, at least after death. You turn to the loaf, who stares at the ceiling in her lidless eyes. Her face, molted with suppurating flesh, looks towards the paler in the silver moonlight dripping through the broken roof. You carefully place the warm strip of skin upon her face, aligning the cuts at her jaw with the start of her hairline. Disturbingly, Lil's features come together, whole again, almost alive, as if she's turned her eyes towards you at any time. Within you, a great terror and love bloom together. I think you're ready to see now. She closes her eyes and tilts her face towards you. I'm gonna reach for the stitches on her face. You wipe your hands carelessly on your clothes and reach for the stitches at the root of your hair, where the mask around her face begins. Tug a little, the stitches come loose with a faint tear. The young woman winces in pain. Oh, keep pulling the stitches. You pull harder as the stitches begin to tear. The mask clinging to the young woman's face rips apart, but you don't stop there. In the moment of release, every stitch along her neck, chest, stomach, and legs bursts opens. Everything comes undone. The skin patched together from different bodies wrapped around her peels one by one. Oh! And every seam is finally torn. Another body emerges within. A young boy. He bears your body. Your eyes are past when its trembling lips part. You hear the voice of your child. Do you know who I am? Yeah, I know me. Yeah. You sink to your knees and hold the golden-haired boy. As your hands touch his back, you feel a hole. His trembling stops. He's no longer afraid. You glance at the table. The eyes watching you seem unaware of what just happened. God, what? So, I am real confused now. You step back, you think it's over, but it's not. It cannot, for another still awaits you. Like, what? Do I gotta eat it? I gotta eat it, don't I? As the young woman's body dissolves until only a handful of skin remains, all that you have lived and all that you might live flows before your eyes. Everything just as was meant to be. Do you feel it? Feel what? The approaching beginning. Think the beginning of the end or the end of the beginning. This loop in which you are forever tumbled downwards. Do you feel it as if a drought has struck your face? I don't feel anything. You will feel it. As I told you, you cannot break the narrative. Everything must be. Look, before you the blade of a man cut from the waist lies a bloody congealed tongue. Ew. Torn from its place, the man fixes his eyes on you, waiting at last. He speaks. Huh. We had another part in mind for you, but seems though have left nothing unsaid. Unlike you, would you? He jerks his chin towards the tongue on a blade. Now it's my turn to speak. Ha! So many make me speak for so long now. After a while, I could no longer recognize my own voice, but yours I will know. And now it's my turn, truly. You think the dead body slackens, sinking into some strange ease. The tongue in your hand feels slick and heavy. It awaits for you to say something. I am sorry for everything. Oh, come on now. The scraps on your tongue and your hand need no apologies, golden boy. Don't make yourself pitiful with excuses. You're hardly the paragon of virtue, and are you? And no one here ever expected your apologies. What is expected? Is that you exist? Is that to be someone? Perhaps. Perhaps my fleeting ends. Perhaps I should cast aside my apologies and become someone. Become myself. The chain spills through the man's feet, clattering software. The sound echoes through the rotten walls and falls before you. Come closer, Golden Boy. Come closer and tell us, when you are truly yourself, what you will say. Stop speaking to me. The man cuts off at the wrist, pauses. A strange bewilderment passes over his face. His patched eyes open wide, and then he parts his mouth. But he cannot speak, for he no longer has a tongue to shape words. What, cat got your tongue or something? You exist in a way that I could not, but I no longer need that. And I'll place the tongue on the table. The man's eyes flare wide towards the chest, swelling as to breathe, yet only a dull breath escapes the mouth. As soon as you turn to set your tongue out, you see Lilith's slate face. Her jaw gapped through the dark hollow from which the tongue is torn now awaits expectantly. Now, want me to put it back where it belongs? Yeah! Bathed in the moonlight, Lilith served punishingly flash and pale brown gleams. Her lidless eyes fixed upon the broken raptures above. You bribe her job. First, you must press the bloody part where her vocal cords lie. Second, the tissue seems deeper in the dark. Then, slowly, you place the tongue back. Blackened liquid dribbles from her mouth, trailing the corners of her lips to her ears. At last, you let go of the breath because you hadn't realized you were holding. At least for now, her face is a little more natural, more whole. Within you, love and horror bloom together. When you turn your view to the table, when you turn your gaze to the table, the women are watching you with a calm, indifferent face. The rotten boards creak with the brace. From the broken ceiling, a few drops of rain fall into your face. Was that all? Each fragment takes time to settle in place. What you fled from now stands directly before you, dissolved, fractured, torn apart, and ruined. Was it always meant to be this way? Will it always remain this way? I am the cause of everything! Me? I'm not the one. Merely a voice. A safe cave shrieking to you from the harsh winds of the Neverall. Can you not see that I am the only one who ever helps you? Can you not see that I'm getting calls right now from potential spam during a stream? I love that. And you on the other side, you will prove whether you are worthy of being saved or not. What now? Tell me. Narrate or whatever. Let this torment end. The moonlight spills through the fractured roof. An abysmal silence fills the room. You no longer believe those gathering around the table even breathe. Lilith's body lies there, still as stone. No, not quite yet. The boards, the glass, the scattered things around you, staying, waiting. All this horror, all these questions, all this hatred. It was all to bring me here, wasn't it? So I could see you like this. When you look at Lilith one last time, the floorboards beneath you creak softly. The moment you realize you were clinging to against your will, to a memory you wish you'd let go, you feel aimless. 5 years ago, you could never be sure whether your lover reported you reported after the Black Alchemy ritual had lived or died. Now the answer is clear. She stands motionless, her empty, dark mouth and face stretched from the brow to chin like a mask. I know, my child. You must know when to let go. She's not waiting for you. Every time you read that letter, you kept her alive. I betrayed her just like I left you. I killed her. You are absolutely right. You knew exactly what would happen when you took Lilith that night. You kept saying that night. Which night? The night you came here to this house, to the place where Lilith's growing obsessive ideas had taken root. The place where you saw her for the last time. She told you about the Black Alchemy ritual. You are about to die, and then reunite within the grand unification. Your bodies would perish and your souls would intertwine. You were afraid and you reported her for performing an unauthorized act of alchemy. They captured Lilith. Truths don't turn into forgiveness within the cocoon of time. For your actions to find meaning isn't that simple, my child. But at least you tried. Perhaps Lilith needs to be completed. She or you, at this point there isn't any difference between you two. The memory of her that lingers in your mind has at last come to an end. The wood creaks one last time and then silence. The It stretches. The floorboard beneath your feet stirs faintly like a living membrane. The torn black threads of the curtain shiver by the window. Silence! It stretches. Then a breath. You see Lilith's chest rise upon the table. Her eyes turn to you. Her body tense as if she was born again, yet nothing miraculous in it. Lilith. The hand you extend feels as though it touches a warm memory stuck in the past. Her fingertips twitch. The flesh beneath her nails blackens with a precocious fluid. Her shoulders tremble. Then she sits up, her clothes clinging to her wet with blood. Welcome, my love. For a moment I feared you wouldn't come. I'm here. But I thought you had died. Truly died this time. It's the same fear every time, my love. You do this because you love me. I know that. You remember me as you wanted me to be. We're almost complete now. Oh, every night he remembers. Every night keeps reading the letter, regretting what he did. Only wanting to join her. You see Lilith's chest rise and fall. Her jaw moves as though she's still speaking, yet what comes out of it is only a moist breath and a trace of black phlegm. The words emerge instead of the throat of a body of a man cut off from the waist. Slumped in his chair at an unnatural angle, his half-open mouth shapes Lilith's voice. All of this was your revenge on me for killing you that night 5 years ago. Oh, how happy I was when you came home that night 5 years ago. I had everything ready. You said you'd never leave me, and I believed you. You said I'm not lying. You weren't afraid. But when the ritual was about to begin, you ran. You betrayed me. You took my arms, my tongue, my face. You were there. Look, I completed you, didn't I? As best I could. So what? Should I pity you now? It's what you soothe your wood pride with. Do you think you'll walk out of here, though, and unraveling? LIvber sees her foaming. The garden of white flowers burns in the crimson fire. Bare feet tremble. The willow petals from the east. Something fast approaches. I was afraid to lose you, my love, because I didn't want to lose you like I lost everyone else. And look where that fear led us. You feared the love, even while you were loving me. Look at me! Look at me! Look at what you have done to me! I have no faith anymore! She screams, but the sound doesn't come from her. It comes from the throat of a man staring at the ceiling. A voice like something outer Gaian learned how to speak. It echoes through the rotted boards. The air from her lungs mixes with a black sludge billowing from her mouth. The droplets that strike your face are warm. The skin clinging to her skull shifts from the strain to the scream. The pieces of flesh over her brow slip down. I never wanted this for you. What did you want? My death? Too late for that, my love. I remember something. Sometimes in the morning, when I'd leave the bed and go outside, leaving you alone, I felt a vast emptiness in my heart that grew with every step until I came back for you. And now I wonder, will I feel it again after our reunion? This creation you keep speaking of, the one in your letters, the cause of all this, it never existed, Lilith! You think Lilith smiles. So you realize how it's possible. She already braces herself against the edge. Dark veins run from her shoulders to her thighs like dried muscle strains. She grips her damp crimson legs, tears her skirt apart, and parts her legs. Oh, she's presenting. I don't even have a block of cheese on me. Welcome home, my love. For your first and final home. Inside me. All this was for revenge. It always was, wasn't it? No, it was for my love for you. Moonlight pours over Lil's body, her legs spread across the table. The face you force back into her skin hangs loose, the edges ready to fall. Her eyes never leave yours. And then between her thighs, something flickers into view and then vanishes. Some kind of smoke, gray and black. Yes, I too have seen gray and black smoke come out of people sometimes when they open their legs. It's a very scary thing. Very scary. I thought I was dealing with a demon right there. It rises from between her legs, thick and viscous. A muddy liquid moving within it. The wind stops, something crawls into this world. Love's rage for you has taken form. She's an Oni! Or she's not an Oni, I can't remember the word. She's a grudge. She's become the rage out of it. She's become the spite. She's become the spirit of pain. No, her love. That's what she called it. You heard her too. It's love. A love beyond the borders of the material realm. A love so magnificent. The smoke coils upward, a newborn storms. A whirlwind that surrounds you fills the room. A metallic taste coats your tongue. Her breath shortens. Those love begins to fill you. Yes. Your vision darkens. You feel it, don't you? And in the end, a voice. Tell me, my love. Once we speak of this, there is no turning back. So tell me, do you wish to remember your past or see the truth? I want to see the truth. Smoke coils around you. A realization spreads through the layers of your mind. The story has brought you here, and I have brought you here. Through the fine cracks in the smoke you see. The roof caved in, blasts are falling from the windows. Windows long shattered. Rain drips from the holes, strike your face. And somewhere unseen, you hear Lilith's voice. You were alone here, my love. For 65 months you've been alone. Since they took me, your conscience never let you leave. You always knew the truth. It was to finish what you started. The ritual of black alchemy. Now you see! Yes, my love. You remember the pieces, don't you? The name, the blood, the words. Oh, I must see the truth now. The name first. I must know who I am. Elbic. It was the first weeks of your 65 months old, dude. Only days after they took me, they asked you for your name. You gave mine first, then you signed your own on the witness paper. You claimed to have seen me perform unauthorized alchemy. The guards told you that you could see me one last time before I died. I told them there was no need. The smoke thickens, heavy and suffocating. From the other side, you hear Lil's voice. Yes, you were afraid, weren't you? You were not virtuous enough to see me one last time, to say that you truly loved me. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. He causes her death, and he's too afraid to go look her in the face, to be the to finally tell her the truth. Now speak your name. Confess it. My name is Elbic, and I killed you because I avoided my virtue. I was afraid. You see the smoke take shape before you, coalescing into a silhouette. The ritual is progressing. From beneath the mist, something slides across the floor towards your feet, metal scrapping softly. You recognize it. Lilith's dinner knife. The grand unification will reunite us, my love. There we will all be together. Now seal your name with your consciousness. Spill your blood to the end. Shedding it will free me from my conscience. Torment. Then let my blood run. Let your blood gather at your knees like the sea itself. Just like the edge of the cliff you could never let yourself fall from. 2 years later, your steps had carried you back to that cliff's edge, your guilt heavier than before. There wasn't a single night you didn't see me in your dreams. But you could find the courage to let yourself fall within the rain. Killing yourself would have taken more courage than killing another. Your knees sink into the mud, a heart mirrored in the bog. Blood drips from your fingertips, your fingers grow numb. A warm, slick fluid from both wrists pulls to the floor. Your legs weaken, you sink to your knees. The knife slips from your hand and clatters to the ground. Through the mist, Lilith approaches. Her face, her body. It seems to have all left all that horror behind, just as you first saw her. Lilith. The house creaks and groans around you, crazed. Kneeling, you struggle to steady your breath, a rasp rising from your chest. Sweat soaks your back, the wind makes your skin chill. Sliver. Love smiled. It's a gentle, merciful smile. There's a piece of paper in her hand. As she leans down to pick up the knife, she places the paper in your palm. And the end. Your madness took hold of you, but by the end of those 65 months, you had convinced yourself I couldn't be dead. You clung to that fragile hope because it was all you had left. Poor Elpic. Everything lost, rotted, or faded within that house. You redrew it all on those yellow papers to remember! To keep your memories alive, because what else do you have left but memories? You kept drawing again and again. All those memories, those originals had long been lost, and then you wrote for a letter from my mouth to yours. You summoned yourself back here, even though you had never truly left. But your mind needed to believe it. You didn't send the letter. If I had written from beyond death, these would not be my words. You wrote it yourself. It's true. You needed to believe it to step through the door, just as the blood from your wrist seeping into the letter, the thing that ended everything, the thing that began it all. Don't worry. There's nothing to fear. This is not the ending. This is never an ending. This is not death. We will begin anew again. What? Give me the letter you sent to yourself. I'll tuck it in your pocket. Perhaps where we're going, you'll need this blood-stained thing. When you cut your wrist that deep, you cannot move your fingers anymore. I suppose I'll have to complete the last step of the ritual for you. Smoke rises, thick and heavy, like fluid that once spilled from Lilith's throat. It wrapped around you. You stand within the storm. Your memories whirl through your mind, scattering against the fragments of your awareness. Each breaks apart, merging and separating until nothing remains but the black smoke. In the midst of nowhere, you stand alone, and at last your body dissolves. And I let go. Now there's no need to fear, my dear. My love, my life, here, everything belongs to us. Everything belongs to everything else. Welcome among us at last. We have no bodies now. No names, only us remains, us. This is the only place where we can exist together. You, me, and our creation. Our creation? Yes. I was carrying our child when I died. You know this. The child is here as well with us. But we have no bodies. Where are you? But we... in the midst of everything, just as you are. There's no bodies here anymore. No thoughts, no memories, no recollections, only us. What does that mean? Our souls, these formless souls cast beyond the cosmic dark, will soon mingle. We will become one. We will become something greater than ourselves. You, me, and our child. You remain an egg twisting within me, trapped in a new loop. Wait, what? And in the end, we all converse upon a single point in the story without even remembering who you were. Ending 3 of 8? That was absolutely amazing. I loved every second of it, and I hope you all did as well. And I want to remind you all that while I might be taking a slight pause from the channel, it doesn't mean I'm going to fully pause. And thanks to you all that I keep doing this. And thank you, NF Games, for giving me this opportunity. And remember, on Halloween at 12 a.m., I will be doing my charity stream for the Feeding America organization. 12 a.m. on. We're not going to do Deltarune. We're not going to do Undertale. We're going to go to what I really love and what I've been ignoring. We're going to go to FNAF. So I hope you all join. Thank you. And I will see you in the next one.